Why don't you hire somebody to clean the house?
I'll tell you why. You get a bunch of strangers in here. They don't care about your things. They wreck the place.
Don't know about the future, that's anybody's guess. Ain't no good reason for getting all depressed. Fire up your pad and pencil, I give you a piece of my mind. In my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine. Stop all your fussing, slap on a smile. Come out and walk in the sun for a while. Don't fight the feeling, you know you wanna have a good time. And in my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine.
What are you doing?
Well, after Rhonda and I broke up, she left this brush behind, and I'm saving her hair. I've got 67 so far. Oh, God. Where could I find hair that smells so sweet?
How about the dumpster behind Supercuts?
You have no pity, do you?
It's just that I have a better perspective than you. I am happily in love. When I'm out with Vinnie, the world is like our dream. And it's a good dream. But Tony, true love like that is very, very rare. And when you find it, you'll know it.
Blossom, I've known you all your life, and this is the first time I've ever wanted to slap you.
Hi, guys. What's up?
Hi, Joe. Oh, how was your date with Sybil last night?
Fine. Great. Terrific.
So where were we?
Oh, get this. I go by Rhonda's last night about 12:15, and her car is in the driveway. So I just happened to feel the hood, and it was hot. That car was out till at least midnight.
So?
So where was she? And who was she with? And was anything heating up that car other than normal internal combustion? I want some answers, young lady!
Blossom, you will never believe what just happened.
What?
Okay, I am walking down the street with Becky Hamilton, who, by the way, has this gigantic zit on the back of her neck that looks just like Abraham Lincoln. Anyway, we're going to go get the new Grateful Dead album. Incidentally, I still can't believe I'm buying records made by guys older than my father. So we're walking down the street right here, and guess who goes driving by riding this humongous Harley?
Who?
Luke Perry!
No way.
Total wait. Curds and whey. It was him, I swear.
Wow.
And you know what was really bizarre? You'll get a kick out of this one, Tony. He was with a girl who looked just like Rhonda. Is that wild or what?
Great. Okay. All right. See you around 8. Can't wait.
Sybil?
Yeah. Tonight we're going to read poetry and talk about our feelings.
Sounds deep.
Well, I'll tell you how deep she is. She's never mooned anybody in her life. And she's always wearing black and reading poetry by Sylvia Plath.
Sylvia Plath. She killed herself.
No wonder. She couldn't even rhyme. And Sybil's a vegetarian, which I find depressing.
Why?
I don't know if it's depressing to be a vegetarian, but it's depressing to be around them. I mean, they make you feel bad when you eat stuff like fried chicken, lamb chops, or animal crackers. I really have to end this relationship.
Well, I thought this was like the love of your life.
Well, it was a great 3 days, but now it's over. The only problem is I don't want to turn Sybil into a total, helpless, washed-up lump of dead flesh like Rhonda did to you, you know? Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Tony, take off your shoes. This floor hasn't been waxed in ages.
Dad, you should see the sky tonight. There is a huge full moon and 1,000,000 stars. I'll tell you, it's a magical night.
Are you by any chance back with Rhonda?
Hey, how'd you know?
Shot in the dark. What happened?
Well, there was a lot of begging and pleading and crying. Finally, she said, get off your knees. I'll give you a second chance.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Joey, take off your shoes. Dad's waxing the floor.
Good idea, Tony. I don't want to get my shoes all waxy.
So how'd it go with Sybil?
Oh, great. We're just good friends now, so I don't ever have to see her again.
What did you say to her?
I said, Sybil, I like you a lot. You're a real nice person, and I enjoy spending time with you, but I really, really don't want to anymore. And she said, fine, no problem.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, talk about taking it well.
Yeah, well, you can't tell with her. She's never really happy. She's always thinking about stuff like whether there's a heaven.
Well, Joey, lots of people think about whether there's a heaven.
Yeah, but she hopes there isn't one.
Speaking of heaven, I'm back with Rhonda.
You are?
Yes.
For sure?
Yes.
Then tell her to ignore that message I left on her machine.
Hey, come on, you guys. Quit horsing around here. You'll break your necks. Hey.
You want anything?
You?
Besides the obvious?
No, I'm fine.
You know, I thought Sally Walden was gonna, like, have a cow when she saw us together.
Yeah, well, a lot of people still don't know we're going out.
You know, Vinnie, it's cool that we hang out with different groups. I mean, I think it's good to mix things up, but maybe it's time to tell your friends about us. I tell my friends.
Nah, I don't think that's such a hot idea.
Why not?
Well, I figure nobody's business is nobody's business.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better for people to think of us as, you know, a couple?
Yeah, well, that's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Uh-oh.
No, it's not necessarily bad. It just seems to me that things are moving a little too quickly here.
Could you be a little more specific?
Well, for one thing, I think maybe we have different ideas about what happens when you're a couple.
Well, what a couple means to me is that we think of each other first. And if people invite me somewhere, then they invite you. And if they invite you, they invite me, like that.
Yeah, and that's cool, but I don't know if we both want that all the time, you know?
I do. I want that all the time.
I knew this wasn't going to go well.
You knew this wasn't going to go well? What'd you do, plan this conversation?
No, it's just that, well, sometimes I feel a teeny weeny bit trapped.
What do you mean, trapped?
I mean, like laying in the woods, screaming, trying to chew your leg off.
I don't believe this.
Blossom, I'm making this sound much worse than it really is.
Yeah, I hope so.
All I'm really trying to say is this. I think maybe we should see other people, that's all.
I did while we were apart? I found your blue bandana and slept with it under my pillow.
You know what I did? I found your brush and I started counting the hairs and I saved them in a little envelope.
You did what?
It's right here. Here, I'll show you. See? Here's the envelope and here's the brush.
That's not my brush.
Well, in any event, I missed you.
And I missed you. I gotta go. I'll be late for my aerobics class.
I can't wait to see you in better shape. I'll see you tonight.
I miss you.
I'll miss you too.
Bye-bye, babykins.
Bye-bye, babykins.
Bye-bye, babykins. Bye-bye, babykins.
Blossom, you were right. Every cloud has a silver lining.
Grow up.
No, you taught me a valuable lesson here. Hang in there, because if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. And Rhonda and me were meant to be.
You actually believe in stupid fairy tales like that? Go ahead and kid yourself if you want. But someday maybe you'll learn to face the hard truth about relationships.
Which is?
They stink. Relationships were put on this earth to teach us how to suffer. When one of them is going well, that's just to make it hurt more when it's gone. Relationships are overrated, meaningless exercises, and I'm through with them. Now, are you going to help me, or am I on my own here?
Help you how?
Drive me to Vinnie's tonight in the ambulance. I want to make sure his car is there.
Blossom, listen to me. Stop this. This is craziness. You go to your room, you think about it, you take deep breaths. Just don't do this to yourself.
All right. Maybe you're right. I'll calm down. I'll think about it. I'll talk to people. Then I'll go feel his hood.
Hey, Dad, you missed a spot.
Hey, there's my brush. I've been looking all over for this.
All right, Pete. Thanks.
Tony, look at this. I may have already won $12 million.
Joey. I gotta talk to you.
You want to borrow some money?
It's about Sybil.
What about her?
She was in a car accident. One of our guys took her to the hospital. He just called and told me about it.
Is she all right?
Yeah, but she's pretty banged up.
Oh, God.
She's at St. Philip's if you want to see her.
What good is all this money when something like this happens?
I didn't get any details.
I know what happened. She probably got real upset after we talked and did something stupid like drinking and driving or something.
Joey, you don't know that.
This is all my fault. I knew something like this was going to happen. I never should have dumped her, Tony. Hi, Sybil.
Hi, Joey. Are those for me?
Yeah. Here you go. You want to smell? Oh. Sorry.
Well, and there's a card, too. Dear Sybil, I'm glad your car wreck didn't kill you. Love, Joe.
Hey, who are those from?
Oh, Mrs. Hirsch, my English teacher. She likes to read my short stories.
I didn't know that you wrote short stories.
Oh, sort of. I mean, they're not really good stories, but they are short.
Well, if they're really short, I'd like to read one. So, were you really depressed after we talked last night?
Well, probably. I mean, that's how I usually am.
This is all my fault. I never should have said what I said about wanting to break up.
Joey, this isn't your fault. It was that nearly blind old lady who ran a red light and sideswiped me. Do you think this had something to do with you?
Yeah, I thought you were upset about us.
You're a sweet boy, Joey, but to be self-destructive over you would require a complete overhaul of life as we know it.
Cool. Sybil, why are you always so down?
Well, basically, I've always had two problems. See, one was that I could never get along with my parents, and two is that... Hey, two isn't a problem anymore.
What was two?
Well, I used to hate my nose, but now that I broke it, the doctor said it's going to come out a lot better. I am so glad I smashed my face against that steering wheel.
Yeah, me too. I'm sure your nose is going to look a lot better. Hey, it couldn't get any worse, right? Hey, Dad.
Hey, Joe, how did it go?
Pretty good, sort of. I found out Sybil wasn't upset about me.
What was she upset about?
It's hard to understand, Dad. She doesn't exactly think in a straight line, you know?
Yeah, well, most people don't.
Yeah, but whenever I'm confused, I've always had someone to talk to.
That's right, Joe.
Even when I was a little kid, if I ever got real upset about something, I'd just call up Bobby.
Your imaginary friend.
Right.
Yeah, I never understood why you could only reach him by phone.
He didn't live with us.
Uh-huh.
And if he couldn't help, well, I'd try Mom. And then if she couldn't, as a last resort, I'd go to you.
Well, I was always glad to help, Joe, even if I wasn't your first choice.
Hey, these days you are, Dad. Ever since Mom left and Bobby, well, there's no point dwelling on a tragedy. But I bet Sybil's basically a lot like me, except without you, you know, without someone she can really talk to.
I'm glad you feel that way about me, Joe. I'm always here to listen.
I'm starting to appreciate that, Dad. All in all, you've been pretty solid.
Thanks, Joe.
It took me a little while to trust you, you know, after you ran over Bobby.
I had no idea he was in the driveway.
Yeah, well, I suppose he could have worn something brighter than that orange day-glow shirt, huh, Dad?
It's going to be strange to be with Vinnie tomorrow night. Everything's going to be the same, but different. Well, maybe you shouldn't go. No, I want to see him. wants to see other people, fine. I'm not going to sit around waiting for him. I mean, I'm a person, too. This is my dad's shoe.
Look, Blossom, can we talk about something other than Vinny?
You're right. I'm over him. I'm not even going to think about him. He's probably not thinking about me. Do you think he's thinking about me? Don't answer that.
You know who I think is interested in me? Johnny Reaver. He spent 2 hours talking to me yesterday about his trip to Europe.
Doesn't he have a girlfriend in Switzerland?
Who cares? They're neutral.
Vinny and I used to talk about going to Paris. I'd introduce him to my mom.
So what do you want to do tonight? The drama club's putting on Equus.
You couldn't drag me to see that with a team of blind horses.
There's a really cool band playing at the Hurricane Club.
I wouldn't have a good time. That's where Vinny and I went on our first date.
All right, you want to go to Jenny Thaxton's party? She's got all these really nerdy friends. It's fun to watch them try to dance.
Sex.
What?
I said sex. That's what the answer is.
Can't wait to hear the question.
I'll bet Vinny wants a girlfriend who will sleep with him. He knows I'm not ready for that, so he's probably going to find someone who is. I'm glad he's gone. I'm over him.
Blossom,
What?
you're not over.
I know. Well, I really had fun tonight.
So did I. What is this? We're not kissing each other goodnight anymore?
I don't know. Do you kiss the other people you're seeing goodnight?
Come on, Blossom. We agreed we wouldn't talk about what we do the nights we don't see each other.
You're right. I won't ask you as long as you don't ask me.
Ask you what?
Nothing. Let's just kiss.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Nothing. We shouldn't discuss what we do the nights we don't see each other, and last night we didn't see each other.
Well, I thought you were just hanging out with Six last night.
Well, we decided to go out and meet some guys. Oh, but I guess we probably shouldn't talk about that either.
Guys? What was this, like a double date?
No, it wasn't a double date. I mean, it was at first, but then we split up. Look, you're right. Let's not get into this.
Wait a minute. Who are you with?
Vinny, it's not important. Let's not talk about anything but us.
Who was he?
I don't think you know him. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of him because he's pretty popular, but I don't think you know him. Anyway, we agreed that we were going to see other people, so let's just drop it, shall we?
Okay, fine. I kind of thought we agreed I was going to see other people.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Because if you think there are going to be separate rules for you and me, you're living in the wrong century, babe.
So who was the guy?
Look, Vinny, if we're going to see other people, then we're going to see other people. And I'm fine with that because there are a lot of people who I just can't wait to see. You know, I think it's great that we can both be adult about this, and I'm glad we're finally seeing eye to eye.
You're trying to con me, aren't you?
Now, why would I do something like that?
And so, Amelia Earhart is still living and dancing in American Samoa. This is Bill Bixby. Good night.
So what'd you think of the show?
I'll tell you what I want to know. How does Bill Bixby know what happened to Amelia Earhart?
Well, he knew what happened to Elvis. He knew what happened to Marilyn. For some reason, people come to him with solutions to great mysteries.
But why Bill Bixby? I mean, why does Bill Bixby know the answers to the great mysteries of our time? I mean, what is it about this guy that makes people tell him the secrets of the universe? Why Bill Bixby?
That'll probably be the next show.
Oh, by the way, if Vinny asks, you and I went out last night.
With who?
It doesn't matter.
Matters to me.
Okay, we were with the Farberman brothers.
Cool. Which one did I get?
You got Billy.
No way. Billy drools.
Look, I'm trying to get Vinny jealous. He wouldn't be jealous of Billy Farberman.
Hey, there is no way I'm going to ruin my reputation to save your relationship.
Okay, fine. It wasn't the Farberman brothers.
Okay, fine. Who was it?
It was two guys from another school who we don't even know.
Fine. What are their names?
I don't know their names. We don't even know them.
Are they cute?
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
or blue velvet? Blossom, I don't look good in blue. I'm gonna have to hit you.